All right, and welcome back. Now today you're only going to see my hands because I want you to focus in on the cards. And what we're going to do right here is show you how the trick worked from the color changing deck, right? We basically made it look like the backs of those cards changed. And it works because I have one card that is red and then all the other cards happen to have a different kind of back. Now I happen to have this deck of cards that has a really weird back. You don't have to have something this crazy. I will show you something you can do to make this work differently, okay? If you don't have two decks of cards. But you're going to place that card on top of the deck and you're ready to start. Now the move that you're going to be working on is to have the deck face up so that card is on the bottom, and you're going to slide half the deck off, okay? So it looks like this. You're sliding half the deck out. And when you slide it off, you're going to use the bottom part that has the red on it to tap those cards in your hand square, making it look like you're trying to just neaten them up a little bit. But if you tilt your hand just enough, you're flashing that red card so it looks very innocent. You're not trying to make a big deal about fooling someone. Then you're going to slide off the cards that are on top. So I'll try and move my hand here like this. You can see the cards coming off the top. So I now have this package right here in my hand, which still has that red one. And then I'll use it again to push those cards even with the rest. Again, just flash that card a little bit so they can see it, but you don't bring attention to it because you don't want them to know what's coming. But eventually people will start to realize that the deck has all red backs. Again, you just pull off a few of these cards and you tap, tap, tap. And you maybe do that one more time, right? And drop those cards on top. Once those cards are over there, you ask people, what is the color of the back of these cards? If you thought red, unfortunately, you would be wrong, and you can show them the backs are all different from what they thought they were. And there are no cards that are red. Of course, the red card is way down here, hiding amongst all these cards at the bottom. Right? You can see it right there. And you just don't want to spread the cards out enough for them to find that. You can even see when I was trying to show it to you, it was hard for me to get to be shown. If you don't have one of these cards, be creative. You can take a deck of cards, take one of the jokers in the deck, and maybe write a few weird things on the back, maybe some fun sayings. And when you're showing the people, it will look like each one has something written on the back of the cards. And then when you say, what was written on the back of these cards? And they all say, oh, the words magic were written on the back of the cards. Then when you spread the cards out, you can show that none of those cards have the word magic written on the cards. So you can practice it. When all this is over and done and you can go out and grab yourself 2 decks of cards, often they'll sell decks of cards in the stores with a red one and a blue one, and you'll be able to do the color changing deck.